Navigating the C-suite. Reality. A strategic blueprint for modern B2B growth. Executive summary. The modern executive dilemma. In the current B2B landscape, senior management, including CEOs, CMOs, and CFOs, is navigating a high-stakes environment where growth expectations remain aggressively high, while budgets, resources, and timelines remain tightly constrained. When communicating with or solving problems for senior executives, it is critical to look past surface-level marketing metrics like clicks and impressions, and focus on the deep systemic challenges that keep leadership awake at night. To bridge this gap, leadership must shift from tactical marketing symptoms to the strategic levers that senior management actually operates within. Here is the strategic transition. This image is an illustrative summary of how leadership must move from chaos, which generally is an ad hoc employee use approach, to a structured, secure, and governed AI operating model. The new way is not without risk. The good news, though, is that the end result has a much more streamlined answer that will garner significant positive results. This presentation is broken down into 4 categories. Section 1. Financial and operational accountability. Section 2. Go-to-market alignment and data architecture. Section 3. Navigating the modern buyer and buying group dynamics. Section 4. Technological transition and market positioning. Now let's go into each of those sections one by one. Section 1. Financial and operational. Senior executives face intense pressure to prove the financial impact of every marketing initiative. The primary pain lever here is moving away from vanity metrics and implementing airtight multi-touch attribution frameworks that confidently answer a single, critical question. How much closed-won revenue did this specific investment influence? Without this proof, marketing is viewed strictly as a cost center, rather than a predictable growth engine. To survive CFO scrutiny, revenue leaders must map marketing touchpoints directly to pipeline creation and closed-won revenue. 2. Doing more with less. Budget and resource compression. Marketing budgets have largely flatlined or faced cuts across multiple sectors. Senior leaders are no longer looking for agency partners or internal teams that simply execute tasks. They are forced to focus heavily on marketing orchestration, rather than pure execution. The operational priority is finding ways to plug capability gaps with automated workflows or targeted staff augmentation, because headcount approvals remain frozen. Efficiency, scale, and resource optimization are the baseline requirements for any new initiative. Section 2. Go-to-market alignment and data architecture. 1. The sales and marketing chasm, revenue leakage. A persistent, costly pain point is the friction caused by misaligned goals between marketing and sales teams. When marketing claims victory over a flood of leads but sales complain about poor quality, it leads to dropped opportunities and massive revenue leakage. Navigating the sales and marketing chasm. Eliminating revenue leakage. If marketing is properly generating the qualified leads but sales is not executing on them because of data fragmentation, wrong assumptions, or broken handoffs, management has a problem. Leadership desperately needs unified pipeline metrics and agreed-upon service-level agreements, SLAs. The focus must shift from standard handoffs to a continuous, unified revenue cycle, where both teams are incentivized by the same North Star: closed-won revenue. 2. Data fragmentation and MarTech clutter. Most enterprises operate within a tangled web of loosely integrated systems: CRM, ERP, marketing automation, and intent platforms that fail to communicate effectively. This data fragmentation creates massive blind spots across the buyer journey, leading to poor operational decision-making based on incomplete or dirty data. The core challenge. Executive dashboards are often filled with conflicting data points from different platforms. The strategic goal: stack simplification, data cleanliness, and establishing a single source of truth to accurately track account behavior. Section 3. Navigating the modern buyer and buying group dynamics. 1. Navigating the invisible, self-service buyer journey. Modern B2B buyers, particularly younger decision-makers, increasingly prefer a frictionless, self-service experience. Studies show that buyers often complete up to 70% to 80% of their research anonymously online before ever agreeing to speak with a sales representative. Senior management struggles to influence this dark funnel of anonymous intent. The reality check. If your digital experience isn't answering their complex questions upfront via rich content hubs or transparent pricing frameworks, buyers will simply self-select your competitors instead. 2. Complex buying group dynamics. B2B. Purchase decisions are rarely made by an individual. They are governed by buying committees containing anywhere from 6 to 11 stakeholders across IT, procurement, legal, and operations. Senior executives face the massive challenge of orchestrating highly tailored, persona-specific messaging that satisfies the distinct pain points of every stakeholder in that committee simultaneously. A pitch that delights the CMO will often fail if it doesn't address the security compliance metrics required by the CIO or the ROI demands of the CFO. Section 4. Technological transition and market positioning. 1. AI implementation paralysis. Random acts of AI. While the hype surrounding generative AI is massive, many senior leaders are battling operational paralysis. The core pain lever here is transitioning away from isolated, ad hoc employee use cases toward building structured, secure, and governed AI operating models. The journey from tactical focus to strategic C-suite reality. Take a careful look at this image. There is a large amount of information in it that we will delve into in just a moment. The transition from a tactical marketing focus, which is the old way, to a new strategic executive pain lever approach is a necessary move for today's senior management. Executives are looking to drive true scalability and productivity gains without exposing the brand to compliance, data privacy, or intellectual property risks. 2. Severe market commoditization. In highly competitive B2B sectors, product features and service offerings are easily copied, leading to rapid market commoditization. Senior management feels the sting of aggressive pricing pressure and margin erosion. When software features and service deliverables look identical on paper, a distinct, deeply narrative-driven brand position becomes a critical leverage point for survival. Companies must compete on unique insight and business value rather than features. Revenue retention and strategic focus. 1. Protecting the base, churn prevention, and account expansion. In a tight economic climate, securing net revenue retention, NRR, is just as vital as acquiring new logos, and significantly less expensive. Senior executives are shifting demand generation resources toward existing customer accounts. By leveraging post-sale account-based marketing, ABM, and customer success orchestration, leadership aims to prevent logo churn, drive targeted cross-sells and upsells, maximize customer lifetime value, CLV. 3. Audience dilution and ICP deterioration. When growth stalls, companies often make the strategic mistake of broadening their target audience too quickly to chase short-term wins. This results in diluted messaging, confused product roadmaps, and wasted marketing spend. Executives frequently have to step in to ruthlessly refocus the organization on a tightly defined, ideal customer profile, ICP. This ensures that high-cost sales and marketing efforts are strictly aligned toward accounts with the highest propensity to buy. From pain levers to cold outreach frameworks. Next, we will provide an executive email marketing guide for your review. If targeting the CFO, CEO, focus on financial accountability and resource optimization. The hook. Most growth initiatives look great on a marketing slide but disappear before hitting the bottom line. Value proposition. Shifting marketing from an unproven cost center to a predictable revenue-attributing growth engine without adding headcount. If targeting the CMO/CRO, focus on pipeline velocity, self-service buyers, and sales misalignment. Hook. When 80% of the buyer journey happens anonymously in the dark funnel, standard lead gen forms just capture the buyers you've already lost. Value proposition. Capturing anonymous intent, aligning sales marketing via strict SLAs, and ruthlessly focusing resources on high-propensity ICP accounts to stop pipeline leakage. If targeting the CIO, COO, focus on data fragmentation and moving past random acts of AI. Hook. Ad hoc AI tools might save individual employee time, but they introduce massive compliance risks and further fragment your data. Value proposition. Replacing a cluttered, fragmented tech stack with a secure, governed operating model that unifies customer data into a single source of truth. Summary. The C-suite shift. Modern B2B senior executives, CEOs, CMOs, CFOs, are trapped in a high-stakes squeeze. Growth expectations remain sky-high, while budgets and resources are tightly constrained. To capture their attention, revenue leaders must stop pitching tactical marketing symptoms, like clicks and lead volume, and pivot entirely to the strategic pain levers that keep leadership awake at night. The mental shift required. The old way: tracking lead volume, MQLs, MarTech adoption, and content volume. The new way: C-suite, reality, solving for lead quality, stack simplification, revenue attribution, and standing out against market commoditization. This blueprint for modern B2B growth outlines a critical paradigm shift for revenue leaders, arguing that a resource-constrained C-suite requires moving past tactical marketing symptoms like lead volume and vanity clicks, to address deep systemic business challenges. In a market defined by severe commoditization and a self-service buyer journey, where up to 80% of research occurs anonymously in the dark funnel, traditional lead generation methods fall short. To drive sustainable growth, organizations must bridge the traditional sales and marketing chasm, ruthlessly enforce strict ideal customer profile (ICP) alignment, and prioritize net revenue retention to protect the customer base from churn. Operationally, the framework demands strict financial accountability to the CFO through airtight revenue attribution, alongside a massive push for tech stack simplification to eliminate costly data fragmentation. It also highlights a necessary technological evolution, transitioning away from uncoordinated, risky, random acts of AI toward a secure, governed AI operating model. Ultimately, the blueprint translates these core executive pain levers into highly tailored, persona-specific outreach frameworks, allowing growth teams to engage target decision-makers, from CFOs to CIOs, by addressing the precise financial, operational, and structural pressures keeping them awake at night.